It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got the Dolphins' superstar running back. He did it all for him last week, an absolute ton of yardage with a touchdown on top of it. It's the Dolphins and the Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So here are the Steelers backed up to start their initial drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were falling to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple of points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. Finding room at midfield. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're open to do it consistently here. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 38-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. 2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL. And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back to throw, Pickett. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Here's Pickett. Open man here is Conklin. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Pickett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Got his man. It's caught. For a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do. No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold it in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Breaks through the contact. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Tyler. Short one here. Now the ball comes loose. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Tyler. He'll dump this off to Achane. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You look at this Steeler defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the Steelers set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Tyler. And he whips that one incomplete there. George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Back to throw, Tyler. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A beautiful fake. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Pickett. And his throw here is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now Pickett. Pryor has it complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Pickett going to bootleg it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Pickett back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Tyler. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot.
First down.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Tyler. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, what a juke into space. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pickett's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the bootleg. Pickett. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tyler. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Tyler. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Off the play fake. Tyler. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
At the Steelers' 15-yard line.
Back to throw again. Touchdown Dolphins. DK Metcalf. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Pickett to throw on first down. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Pickett. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On the give, this is Harris. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Bryce Young, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Off play action, Pickett. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Holding offense.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. A run straight ahead with Achane. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are back within a score.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Carlson down to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
And this returnable for Hill.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. This is Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 2. Pickett now from the gun here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. From the gun, here's Pickett.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Pickett.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Jalen Phillips
in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
A try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Off play action. Tyler. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he slips up past the 35 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Off the play fake. Tyler. Oh, and that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Oh, good move. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, Tyler. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Back to the ground, H.M. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Off the bootleg, Tyler. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive with Harris. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
That's returnable now for Smith.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant around it. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Tyler.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Steelers' 40-yard line.
Off play action, Tyler. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A good pickup
Achane on 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been caught on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Pickett.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Here's Smith to return it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Tyler, able to push his way through.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So he's had a no for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold the blocks just a little bit longer.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here's Pickett and the Steelers.
Down by 7. A minute 55 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Looking to throw here. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Miami, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
it.